It's not uncommon that our sisters might be whipping up something tasty in the kitchen, but it looks like Sister Therese has traded in her cookie dough for some drywall mud. I anticipated that this mudding experience would have a whole host of pun potential, but it looks like certainty beat me to it.
Hi, I'm Eric Vaness. I'm from a small town of Brussels, Ontario. Yeah, it's been a real blessing. It's kind of like another family, to be honest. Kind of have another mother and father per se with Father Ben and Mother Mary Bernadette. It's got a great community feel. Sisters here feel like my sisters, and right now I'm living with a few guys. I've mostly been doing mudding for the drywall. Has been kind of my main job. There's a guy named Hubert who's been helping us out. So he's been kind of training me with doing the mud. When Hubert leaves, I guess I'll be taking over for doing the mudding for him.
There are some areas where there were some bigger cracks, where the boards didn't come together quite as well as we would have liked. Well, we applied some Durabond, which is almost like a mortar, so it really hardens up. And then we put on the first coat of tape. We were using a fiberglass tape, which is a little higher quality, and that really seals any cracks between the drywall boards, so that in the future, hopefully, there won't be any lines or crack lines in the drywall. And then they have to put a couple coats of kind of like skin coats of drywall compound over top of the tape, and that's what really smooths out the wall. So it's a very thin layer. That'll get a little bit of sanding at the end, hopefully not too much sanding, a little touch-up sanding, and that's kind of the process.
Up next, we have the guys doing more insulation on the chapel ceiling. But this time, they've traded in their fluffy avocado green insulation for a nice, sleek black.
So there's lots of layers to the insulation going on here. So as you can see, we still have some of the comfort board that's in between the purlins. On top of that, there will be strips of foam that'll go in between the purlins to make it all flush. And then on top of that, another layer of foam to go over the entire thing. And then once the whole layer of foam is on, as you can see over here, we have our resisto. So that seals it all off, makes it all watertight. As you guys can see over there a little bit, we put more strips of foam with strips of strapping so that we'll put the last layer of insulation on, and then we can start to put our tongue and groove boards to finish it off on top.
My name is Louise LePan. I'm from Essex, Ontario, so really sad. Max is my boyfriend, so I came to visit and work a little. It is so cool. I came in back in I think November, so it's crazy how big, and I'm so excited to see it finish. I'm making bug screen net things that they're gonna put outside the house, I think.
These bug screens are for the exterior of the house to place behind the siding to keep insects from crawling behind the siding and maybe eventually getting into the house. And here we have Patrick again working on the kitchen cupboards. He's been cutting lots of melamine to use for the top, bottom, sides, and back of the cupboards. Father Ben and Patrick are assembling the basic structure of the cupboards, and the maple doors will be added later. Apparently melamine is easy to clean and very economical, which is music to the ears of sisters in a convent. Mother Mary Bernadette and a couple of sisters recently went with Father Tim Nelligan and a couple of volunteers to Montreal to the basement of Mary Queen of the World Cathedral to find some religious items that could possibly be spruced up to use for our chapel.
Here, my sweet spiritual daughters, what are you up to today?
Oh, finding treasures, but also I'm really excited to go up and see the cathedral because this is a special place where Mother had part of her conversion experience, and I've never been here before.
Father Julian is the rector here of the cathedral, and there's a brand new seminarian this year. So Father, what do you think of us taking half of the cathedral?
I'm really happy because your community has an experience in this cathedral because of the mother foundress. so American of the world, so the contrib of Mary. So you will have a part of our cathedral and our diocese in your convent chapel. So I'm really happy.
Next time on Sister Build, time to switch from temporary barn power to the real deal.